Right, shalom, shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai wa Harakah Kodash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and honors to you brothers out there in the highways and the byways teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. And listen, man, this is why we reject Christianity, we reject Jesus, we reject Christ. Yeah. That's why we take hold of the truth coming out of the Bible, the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We worship Yahweh, you worship Yahweh Shai, all right, the Messiah in the spirit of truth, man. We can't be dealing with this Christianity thing, all right, because Christianity is for hypocrites, it's for the corrupt, all right, and it's time to come up out of hypocrisy, it's time to come up out of corruption, it's time to leave off the devil, man, that the Bible speaks of. And who's the devil? These so-called white people. They're the devil that the Bible speaks of. They're the Edomites. And anything them man are dealing with, you already know you got to leave the room. Anything these devils is pushing, you already know you need to leave the room, because these men are corruption incarnate. And that's why they're pushing this Christmas thing. That's why they push this Christian thing, because they're the devil. And it's of the devil. That's why we don't represent that. Period. Right? Look at this guy, Toby Robinson, a devil, a cocaine sniffer. This guy's a demon, a devil. But now you got these Edomites trying to champion Christianity. These Edomite Christian nationalists, and these men don't even know two scriptures. If you get 10 of these demons in a room, they couldn't even tell you two scriptures. That's these people are what's known as culturally Christian. So it's even worse. Not only like Christianity itself is a joke, but these men don't even follow the joke. It's on a different level, man. All right, and these are the people that are screaming out, "Oh, this is a Christian country." These men only go to church when it's a christening, a wedding, or a funeral, man. These men don't read the scriptures. They don't know nothing about the Bible. They don't know anything, man. All right, let's listen to this full.
Quick good morning, yeah? My question is, will you be in London for the biggest carol service this country's seen?
No. And that ain't gonna save that. All this Christian talk ain't gonna save Britain, man. It ain't gonna save America. All right, it's actually one of the reasons why Britain and America is condemned. All right, because it's corrupt.
You know what? This is the first year. We shouldn't have to put this on. There should be a Christmas carol service. There should be a massive Christmas event.
Nobody ain't been stopping you, my man. You man have been too busy snorting cocaine.
Put on by our government. Did you see Poland's this year?
The government ain't got to put on no Christmas carol, bro. If you claim you believe in Christmas, the government ain't got to put nothing on. But you man are just the government ain't got to tell you man to snort cocaine by the truckload, but you still do it, right? The government ain't got to put together the cocaine fuel parties for you cokeheads, but you still do it, right?
Did you see Poland's Christmas market switch on? All the lights all lit in the colours of their country.
What's that got to do with anything? What's Christmas lights and all that got to do with the scriptures and the righteousness which is in Yahweh Shai? These men don't believe in Yahweh Shai, then neither do they believe in his principles, neither do they follow the principles. These guys are devils. They believe in the doctrine of devils. They're Satan, and they always have been.
Celebration, everyone in their capital city coming out for it. We want that, yeah? Well,
they want that, but when it comes to the righteousness of the scriptures, they won't be nowhere to be found. This is the problem. You want to sing some Christmas carols and talk about Christmas and claim that you're doing it because you believe in the Messiah, but the words of the Messiah you won't follow because you're a devil. You don't even know the words. You don't know what's written in red. You devil. Neither do you believe in it.
Next year we're going to organise it within 4 weeks. Unite the kingdom, put the Christ back into Christmas. Let's start focusing on our days.
That's why we don't deal with Christ and we don't deal with Christmas, man. We deal with Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. We can't be dealing with these people are devils, man, and everything they do is devilish.
First year. Wait till next year, the year after. We're going to do it every year. people will end
No,
up
you
traveling
won't. Your kingdom is coming to an end. Yes, so snort all the cocaine you can now, because it's going to be a doozy.
from around the globe to our Christmas event. Guaranteed. Yeah? This is the first year. Please come along. It's not a protest.
Man
It's not
didn't even say Lord willing. These guys are devils, man.
anything. It's literally a celebration of Christ, a celebration of Christmas, a celebration of Christian.
Oh, you're celebrating Christ. Which one? You know him? What's his name? What's his people? What's his doctrine? You don't know. These people are a joke.
Christianity, music, gospel bands, musicians.
A gospel? What's the gospel? Can you tell me? Can you tell me what the gospel is? Where is it written? Quote me some scriptures. Explain the gospel to me. Like, these devils, man. Chuck these men in the bin where they belong.
Opera singers. We're going to have it all. It's going to be a
a few bags of that good old Charlie, yeah? Yeah, mate.
beautiful few hours to come together with your brothers and sisters to celebrate Christ. It's on the 13th of December. It's going to start about 2 o'clock, central London, probably around Whitehall.
Yeah, and I hope it rains, right? That's why we don't listen. You start claiming Christianity, now you're rolling with these cokeheads and these devils, man. We can't do that, all right? It won't happen. That's why we don't represent that. 2 Corinthians 11:4. For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus. That's why we don't deal with Jesus. Not everybody that's talking about Jesus. I don't know who you're talking about. I'm talking about Yahweh Shai, right? The Son of the Heavenly Father. He that liveth forevermore, right? The King of Israel. That's what I'm talking. I don't know who you're talking about. You men are talking about Satan, that other Jesus, yeah? This guy. This who they're talking about. Nah, man, we can't, nah. We gotta leave the room. All right? Yeah? Right? If he that cometh preacheth another Jesus, which is what Christianity is. Christianity is a complete corruption. It's a complete violation. A complete pollution. A big fat ball of hypocrisy. And the followers are hypocrites. And the followers are corrupt, beginning with these Edomites, yeah, these devils, right, whom we have not preached. And if you receive another spirit, yo, the spirit of Christianity, man, is not the spirit of truth. It's not the spirit of prophecy. It's the spirit of lies, the spirit of Satan, the spirit of deception, the spirit of hypocrisy. Yeah, it's the works of the flesh, yeah, which ye have not received, or another gospel. You know, salvation is for everyone. You're going to die and go to heaven and all this BS. That's another gospel. That's not what's in the scriptures, man. All right? That's not what's in the scriptures, what these men are talking about. And these men here don't even know their own false gospel. They don't even know it. This is the worst thing about it, bro. Enough of these men that's running up and down now talking about how this is a Christian country. Them man don't even know their own doctrine. They don't even know the lies properly because it doesn't even matter to them. Which ye have not accepted, ye might well bear with him, man. Right? There's always been a corruption that has come into place, and we have to reject the corruption. All right, we have to reject lies. All right, we got to reject these people, man, and condemn them because they're coming. We got to separate ourselves. Hold on, right? Let's get that. Wherefore, 2 Corinthians 6:17. Wherefore, come out from among them. Come out from among these people, man, and be ye separate. We got to separate ourselves from all these false religions, from all these idol worshippers, from these hypocrites, man. Wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate. That's why we don't deal with Christmas, Easter, Halloween, all this madness that this world pushes. We ain't dealing with it. We gotta separate ourselves, man. So when you go down, we ain't gonna be on the ship. You could stay you could stay on the ship and go down with it. We bailing out, man. We out of here, man. We ain't trying to join hand in hand with no Christians, Christianity, none of that, man. All right? and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. Christianity is part of that unclean thing. And you get guys that found out they're Israelites, and now they're trying to reincorporate all this corruption. They're trying to bring corruption into this thing again, like Genesis and all this. These guys are trying to corrupt the truth and basically create Christianity all over again. And we're not having it, man. Fire upon them, like Genesis, all them, man, trying to bring corruption to this thing. Nah. Yeah, you, man, gotta leave the room. Yeah, and will be a father unto you, and you shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord. And that's talking about the Israelites, man. They ain't talking about no one else. So when you see these Edomites doing their thing, yeah, let them, because that's what that corruption and wickedness is for them anyway. But you got to come away from that. You got to come up out of that. You got to separate yourself from these people, man. They're waste. Right? These men will come out here and tell you they're Christian and how they believe in God. Which God? That's what we want to know. These men they're not serious. They're not sincere. They don't believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Not in truth. It's 2026. Them men are still talking about Christmas. Furthermore to that, these men in the UK, their true religion is football. That's what their religion is. That's what they know about. They know more about football than they know about the Bible. I'll tell you that for free. They know more about their favorite player than they know about the Son of the Most High. I can tell you that for free. They know more about the history of their club than they know about the history that's written in the Bible. That's a fact. The actual religion, the actual number one religion in the UK is football for these men. Football and cocaine. That's how their man get down. All right? They're culturally Christian, right? Which most of these people are, right? A cultural Christian identifies with Christian traditions, values. Say, oh yeah, I got Christian values. They don't live by them though. They never have. Love thy neighbor. You never loved your neighbor. You're the devil. These Edomites have never loved their neighbor, man. Any value they claim to have, they never really had it. This is a fact. Christian values, holidays like Christmas and Easter. Yeah, they'll keep Christmas and Easter, right, and ethics due to upbringing or societal norms without necessarily holding core theological beliefs or having a personal saving faith in Yahweh Shai Mashiach. They don't really believe in it. It's just something to do. It's vague, it's loose. They're not serious about the scriptures or the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They don't reverence him. They're not serious. They're hypocrites, man. They appreciate Christian art, hymns, history, or social contributions, but don't prioritize religious practice or doctrine. That's why when you deal with them in the scriptures, they can't even defend their own lives because they don't know the scriptures, man. Distinguishing them from biblically defined Christians who focus on a personal relationship and salvation through Hamashiach. These men are jokers, and they want to talk about, this is a Christian country. We can't take these people serious, man. Christianity is a joke, and these Christians are jokes. Now, there might be some of our people that sincerely caught up in that. Now it's time for you to wake up and come up out of that and be separate and take hold of the gospel. If you say you really believe in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, if you say you really believe in the Bible, if you sincerely believe, and you put the truth before all things, then you will reject Christianity. You will reject the rest of these goofy Christians, especially these Edomites calling themselves Christians, man, and you will come out from her. You will leave off from this hypocrisy. Yeah, you get rid of that devil that they call Jesus, man, and come to Yahweh Shai. Simple as that, man. These men are jokers, man. Imagine that, a bunch of cokeheads, a bunch of a batty boy, a bunch of broke back mountain.
Well, still agreeing the exact word, but again,
cokeheads talking about how they're Christian and Christmas carols and tradition, trying to hold some kind of moral high ground. Get the hell out of here, man. You cokehead. You pasty devil. That's all these men are. They're just devils, man. We can't roll like that. Yeah, come up out of them churches, man. Straight up.